This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day since 2012. Let's get into it.
Half of all U.S. e-commerce now runs through two platforms, Amazon and Shopify. Combined, they control roughly 50% of every dollar spent online in this country. Let that land for a second. If you're just getting started, running your first product, trying to hit $5,000 a month, you are already operating inside the most powerful commercial infrastructure ever built. You didn't build it. You don't have to. It's already there. The question is whether you're using it or fighting it. If you're doing $50,000 to $100,000 a month, this number should sharpen your thinking. Because half the market isn't fragmented across 100 channels. It's consolidated. And consolidation has a specific meaning for sellers. It means where the buyers are, and where the buyers are is where you need to be positioned, with precision. For operators running multi-brand portfolios at $500,000 a month and above, this is a structural signal. The platform duopoly isn't weakening, it's hardening. And the brands that are scaling inside it are doing so by understanding the rules of each platform deeply, not by hedging across 10 channels hoping something sticks. Here's what's actually happening. Amazon owns demand capture. When someone knows what they want, they go to Amazon. Shopify owns brand-first commerce. When a brand has built enough trust, customers go directly to them. These aren't competing models. They're two different stages of the same buyer journey. And right now, sellers who understand both, who use Amazon to capture demand and Shopify to own the customer relationship, are the ones building durable, compounding businesses. So the real question isn't which platform wins. It's whether your business is positioned to win inside the infrastructure that already won. That's what we're digging into today. When two platforms control half of U.S. e-commerce, the strategic math changes for every seller, regardless of where you are right now. Here's the core insight. Consolidation doesn't hurt good operators. It exposes bad strategy. If you're spending $2,000 a month on Amazon ads and your conversion rate is weak, a fragmented market hid that inefficiency. In a consolidated market, it amplifies it. The platform has more data, more competition, more signal, and it rewards sellers who are dialed in and punishes those who aren't. Amazon's model is built around intent. A buyer searches, compares, and converts, often in under 3 minutes. That's demand capture at industrial scale. When you list on Amazon, you're not building an audience, you're intercepting one that already exists. For a seller doing $10,000 to $30,000 a month, this is the fastest path to cash flow. The infrastructure is already running. Your job is to show up with the right product, the right listing, and the right margins. Shopify operates on a different axis. It's brand-led commerce. The buyer already trusts you before they get to the cart. That trust is built through content, community, email, social, and it takes longer to build. But once it's built, customer acquisition costs drop dramatically. A Shopify brand doing $50,000 a month with a strong email list and 40% repeat purchase rate has a fundamentally different business than a pure Amazon seller at the same revenue level. The duopoly insight isn't that you have to choose. It's that each platform serves a different function in your business architecture. Amazon fills the pipeline. Shopify builds the asset. Sellers who treat them as competitors are leaving money on the table. Sellers who treat them as a system are building something that compounds. That's the shift. Let me give you two sellers. Same year, different starting points, same structural shift. First seller, Marcus. He'd been running a private label kitchenware brand on Amazon for 2 years, doing around $35,000 a month in revenue. Decent margins, about 22%. Entirely Amazon dependent. No email list, no direct channel. When Amazon changed its fee structure on his primary category, his margins dropped to 14% almost overnight. He didn't have a backup. He started discounting to protect rank. That made it worse. What Marcus did right, he stopped panicking and started reading the data. His best-selling product had a 4.7-star rating and over 1,400 reviews. That was an asset. He launched a Shopify store, ran a post-purchase insert campaign to capture emails, and within 90 days had 2,200 subscribers. He started selling bundles direct to consumer at full margin. 6 months later, his blended margin across both channels was back above 24%, and he owned the customer relationship for the first time. Second seller, a portfolio operator managing 6 brands across multiple categories, doing roughly $400,000 a month combined. When the Duopoly data landed, her team ran a channel attribution audit. What they found: 2 of their 6 brands had strong enough brand equity to support a Shopify-first strategy. The other 4 were pure demand capture plays, Amazon all the way. They stopped forcing every brand through the same playbook. The brands that fit Amazon stayed on Amazon. The brands with repeat purchase patterns and community followings got Shopify investment. Revenue didn't jump immediately, but 12 months later, 2 of those Shopify-led brands had customer lifetime values 3x higher than their Amazon-only counterparts. This is what sellers who survive platform consolidation do differently. They read what each platform is actually built for, and they build accordingly. 3 moves. Every level. Let's go. Move 1. Audit your platform dependency this week. Not someday. This week. Pull your revenue breakdown. What percentage comes from Amazon? What percentage comes from channels you own? Email, direct, Shopify. If more than 80% of your revenue is on a single platform you don't control, that's a risk position, not a business position. For a seller doing $10,000 a month, this audit takes 20 minutes and changes how you think about every decision you make going forward. For an operator doing $500,000 a month, this audit might reveal that 2 of your brands are dangerously exposed and need a 90-day channel diversification plan. Move 2. Match your platform strategy to your product type. Not every product belongs on Shopify. Not every product is an Amazon play. Commodity products with broad search demand, Amazon. Products with strong repeat purchase patterns, high emotional resonance, or community identity, those are Shopify candidates. The mistake most sellers make is treating every product the same. The duopoly is telling you exactly how buyers shop. Listen to it. Move 3. Start building the owned asset now, not later. If you're on Amazon and you have no email list, no direct channel, no customer data you actually own, you are building on rented land. Start with something simple: a post-purchase insert, a QR code on your packaging, a product registration flow. Even 500 emails is a start. For larger operators, this means investing in retention infrastructure, SMS, loyalty programs, subscription models, before you need them. Because when Amazon changes the rules again, and it will, the sellers with owned audiences absorb the hit. Everyone else scrambles. Platform consolidation isn't a threat if you're positioned correctly. It's leverage. Amazon and Shopify controlling half of US e-commerce isn't a headline to scroll past. It's a map. It tells you where the buyers are. It tells you how they shop. And if you're paying attention, it tells you exactly where to build. The sellers who will be running durable compounding businesses 5 years from now aren't the ones who got lucky on a single product. They're the ones who understood the infrastructure, built inside it deliberately, and created leverage at every level. Owned audiences, strong margins, multi-channel architecture. Whether you're at $5,000 a month trying to figure out your first real brand, or you're at $500,000 a month managing a portfolio and looking for the next structural edge, the framework is the same. Understand what each platform is built for. Position your products accordingly. Start building what you own before you need it. At Voltage, we've been helping sellers do exactly this for 13 years. Not as consultants who've read about it, as operators who've lived it, built brands, scaled them, exited them, and built again. Our approach is operator-led because there's no other way to do this at a high level. Theory doesn't survive contact with a suppressed listing or a margin squeeze from a fee change. If you want to understand how to position your business inside the duopoly, not just survive it, but use it, go to voltagedm.com. See what we're building with sellers at every level right now, because the infrastructure already won. The only question left is whether your business wins inside it. I'm Neil Twa. This is the High Voltage Business Builders podcast. Build smart, build to last. That's a wrap on today's episode. If you're trying to figure out where AI actually fits in your business and where to invest before bolting it on top, head over to voltagedm.com/AI quiz. 5 questions, 60 seconds, a personalized AI readiness score, and an instant foundation gap report. Built for operators, not AI tourists. We'll be back tomorrow with another edge. Until then, stay high voltage.